Now right here, the map function without index, console dot log map without index, map without index. Next, how to write that? Array dot map inside, directly you can write here item name as a variable, then fat arrow key, and directly you can write here console.log console.log item name. So in this, we are not following the double function symbol. In that case, you cannot capture the index. Here you can see little syntax is different. Here you can see little syntax is different. In fact, you can write in one line also. One line also we can write this. Will come in one line. Semicolon will not be required. This is also possible. Semicolon we can give in the last. Okay, next let me check once. Array 2 is giving now the space array array 2. So it is saying here map without index. Index we have not captured here, but it is always best practice to capture the index, because you may have to manipulate the array, you have to delete, maybe you have to edit, maybe you have to do some other things. So in that case, the right here one more, map without fat arrow, map without fat arrow. So here arrow key we have written, we can use without the arrow key also. This way, array dot map, array dot map. Inside that we can write a function. This function will receive the as a parameter now called item name, and after that we can write like this, and console.log you can write here item. This is also possible. Here also we can follow with maybe index. Let me try. Index is coming or not. So we can use here index comma item name. Let me see whether this method works or not. Should work. That is also working with index. And let me try one more without index, with a single parameter and with double parameter. Here I will not use the parameter. Let me try without parameter itself. See happening or not. So this should also work, hopefully. That is also working. So you can see it is map function is able to call in how many way. This is the first way, the second way, third way, fourth way. So this entire 4 method sending to your chat. You can use this for that purpose. Okay, next after this, we will go for the for each. We have one more controller structure function that is called for each function, which works same like is a math function. In JavaScript, you can use map or you can use for each. Both will give similar output. In React, only map will be used. There you will not have implementation of this one for each function. So if this page is running, let's create the next file, array3.js. Create the next file, array3.js. There we will implement the for each function. Okay, so hope ready. Let's create the next file. Array3.js. This will be based on for each function. So create a array, city list. We can store some city name here. Kolkata. Next, after that, we will use a for each function. We will use the for each function to extract the data from this array. So for each function is also your array dot for each. E will be capital. Here we can use again element name and index. Console.log index comma dot comma again element name. This is also going to give you all the elements. Okay, hope running now. Array 3.js file. It is printing the name of all the cities with index position and there. Come now again. We can write here console.log without patro city list dot for each city list dot for each. Here we have to write function inside element and index. After that we can print the element and index as usual, but this flower arrow key will not come. Okay, hope running. Please check once. Array 2. I will not save the file. Okay, both is working with fat arrow and without fat arrow. So these all are the basic syntax. You are going to remember it. In React, there is an implementation of map function, not the for each function. Okay, so working. Now come here. You can apply one more function. Maybe sometime there will be requirement to print the data in reverse order, last in first, array in reverse order. So we can write here city list dot reverse dot for each. City list dot reverse dot for each. It will print you the element in descending order. It will print you the elements in descending order. Okay, hope working reverse order. Pune was in the last, now Pune is coming on the first position, top. Now we can leave this file, we can create the next file. There we'll work on multi-dimensional array. This is only you are printing a single variable, like you are printing only one value. There may be multiple values also. Bangalore, population, state name, country name, right? So that will come in the form of multi-dimensional array. So how to create an array that should look like a multi-dimensional and it can have multiple values. Each element. Now Bangalore is the element, it has only one value, Bangalore itself. But there can be multiple values also. Key property value, we are going to arrange it. Hope working. Gautam is from the 8 to 2 p.m., right? Gautam. Next file, array4.js. Multi-dimensional array, we can create like this. Suppose a variable item. Now inside the item, you can store a multiple property of item. Example, suppose if you are keeping a item as a, name of the item as you call apple. There can be their price also, something. Then there can be quantity also. Right. So in this, you got the combination of key and value, Before colon, Before colon you have written, you can call it a key also, you can call it a property also. Let's suppose we can say name is a property, apple is the value, price is the property, rupees 300 is the value, QTY is the property, 5 kg is the value. So for one entity, we got three attribute, name, price, and then quantity. Semicolon will be here, not sorry, colon will, comma will be there. Next, maybe you want to store one more entity details. Name as a mango, price as a 200, quantity as a 15 kg. Maybe you have one more entity, banana. It has a property called price, 50 rupees, maybe 40 rupees, 3 kg. Keep one more entity, milk. It will have a price, 25, quantity 2 kg. So in this you got the data in the form of property and value, property and value. Now again our for loop will remain same. For loop will remain same. Just instead of printing the directly element name, we will be printing as a object dot value, object dot value. How it will come? First you check whether your array is proper or not. Console.log item.length. If length is coming, then your array is error free. It has no any problem. Properly. Hope you are able to get the length. You can say yes, no. Now we'll go here and we'll write for node space, file name, array 4. We can get the length. Depend on how many elements you have stored inside your array. Now come down. If array is printing properly, we can run the for loop. Again, item.map. Keep a function here. Inside the function, now map function will read individual parameter from the array and it will pass to the this function keyword. You can remove. You can use directly fat arrow method, most used in the market. Item info, comma, index of the item. There now your item info variable going to hold like this. Item info equal to, it will come like this. So when we say item dot map, now from item, you can see you have the 4 element. Each flower bracket will consider one array. Now inside the array, there is a property value. So it is going to okay. So in that, from the item array, individual array will copy and go to the item info. From item array, individual array will copy and will go to the item info. So how the item info will look? So I have written here, item info will look like this. Complete one product details will come under the item info. Complete one product details will come under the item info. Okay, so under the item info, we can find the name, price, and QTY. So at this place, easily you can write console.log, first print the index, keep the comma, after that print item info dot name. It will give the name of all element. Next, after that, item info dot price, it will give the price of all the element. Next, comma, item info dot QTY. It will give the quantity of all the items one by one. Index also I have printed. Okay, ready?
Sharon, if we write just item info also, it will return the same thing, right?
What you will write?
If we just write console log item info.
Item info will return you all together.
Acha, you're writing it separately for each one, for each object basically.
It is not necessary, no. When we display the name, we have to display the price also.
Yes, yes, true.
In Flipkart, product name will come in the down, and second line it will display the price.
Yeah, yeah.
Somewhere else it will display the photo, and somewhere else it will display the product description, and some other side it will display the photo. So how you will format it? It will print all together. You cannot format it. Okay, so hope it is printing all. Let us go here and see array 4. It is printing all separate name, price, quantity, and position also of all the elements. Same thing, data is same. If you want to print in the form of using the map function, for each function, how that look? Copy this, come down here, console.log using for each item.map will replace by for each e will be capital, remaining all same. So we'll remove here item index, we'll remove the item quantity. We'll keep 2 element. Okay, clear. Let's come next. Sequence is happening. Using for each also. Hope no any error. And map function, how it works, we got some idea. For each how it works, we got some idea. Multi-dimensional array will look like this. One more example we'll create. There we'll store the data in nested array format, like array inside array. Suppose one product we have given here name, price, quantity. There will be photo and there can be multiple photo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you come to the Flipkart, one product will have multiple photos, right? So in one object, how to store few element as an individual and few element in the form of array. So this array will keep same. We will copy from this file and we will store in the next file. Copy same array, keep in the next file, that is called array5.js. 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 Let me push little left hand side. In the last, we'll keep one pic or maybe photo colon array. Photo as a array. Photo as a array. Keep photo and put here a square bracket. Inside we are going to store multiple photo names separated by comma, just like is a single dimensional array. Okay, so let's go ahead now. Hope we added the photo property. Now for photo property, suppose for product one there is only one photo, one dot jpg. But in product two there will be two photo, one dot jpg as well as two dot jpg. 2.jpg. Okay, then photo 3 product 3 may have 3 photos, that we can keep like this: 5.jpg, then 7.jpg, then 9.jpg. This is the photos, maybe in the same folder or some other folder, that is the different. But along with the one particular product, 3 photos are attached. So when the user will click on the particular product info will come, and along with that it should display 3 photos. Next, for milk we have only one, maybe 2 photo, 7.jpg or maybe 11.jpg. Right, so when this page will appear in the browser, when this data will come from the backend and given to the front end, and front end will read the content, JavaScript will read this content, and JavaScript will generate the HTML code. Then JavaScript will display the product name, maybe under the H1, product price, maybe in the right side, product quantity, maybe in the bottom side, product photo, maybe in the left side. And for one product, there will be first product only one photo, second product 2 photo, third product 3 photo, last product total how many photos? 4 photos. Now come down how to write a map inside the map, nested map. So first array, first loop we have to run to read the item name price. quantity, photo as well. And the second loop we have to run to read the total number of photos. How many photos are there? So how to run that? Let's go. You can write here item.map info, comma index, info, comma index. Here, first you have to read the name. So let's put console.log info dot name info dot price info dot qty in one line. So this is going to print the name, price, quantity, now photo. So photo is another array. So for that I will write maybe another map function we can write. So info dot photo. Info dot photo, you can see it's array. Info dot photo is the array. Now info dot photo dot map you can run. And you can write here pick name without index also we can print here. Pick name console.log pick name. It's a single dimensional array. Directly you can write the pick name. After printing the photo, one line we can print here console.log /n so that it should print a white line and it should say like okay, white line is okay, black one line break will happen. So this will print the details of the product, photo of the product, and after printing all the details, one line break will happen. So it will say yes, this line is the gap. That meaning the particular product one details got finished. Particular product one details is finished. So let us go now and run it and see how that look. Array 5.js. See, it is printing. In product one we have one.jpg. Product two we have one.jpg, two.jpg. Product three we have three photos. Product four we have four photos. This is under the nested array. Yes, no, working. We'll create one more file to understand little more nested array. The array is inside array, how we can arrange the elements. Go ahead next. Create next file array6. This code I can share in a chat. Hope all are trying. The reason to spend few days on JavaScript only is to understand the syntax. Your fingers should know how to write the JavaScript code. HTML will come. HTML is one other burden, and then JavaScript will be other burden. When you merge together, it may become little complex. So you are already you have already some idea on HTML part. Now once we get some idea on JavaScript part, then when we mix together, we will not feel much uncomfortable. We will not feel much overload. Okay. So because of that, we are spending some time how to create array, how to run the loop. Here you are doing console.log. So at the place of console.log, you have written console.log. So at the place of console.log, we will write DHTML, dynamic HTML. We will generate the dynamic paragraph. We'll generate the dynamic TR, okay. So HTML code only will merge with JavaScript. It will become as a DHTML, dynamic HTML. JavaScript will be responsible to generate the HTML code. Okay. Before that, we need to know the JavaScript basic part. Right? Let us go next. Okay. So we are going to work on next file, array6.js. 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 Inside the array6.js, suppose just to ask a question from you, if I write a array like this, name, price, 300, UTY by 100, details, good, or health. Now everyone should reply in the chat in private message. We want to print 100. We want to print the 100 from this object. How to print that? Write please in the chat how to print the 100. From this object, item object, you have to print how much? 100. How to get that? लिखिए please in the chat how to get that 100. Whoever has used the map function, all people are wrong. Okay, whoever has used the map function, all are wrong. At this place, why to use the map function? Look in the previous file, previous to previous. I have guided you from item. When you run the loop, individual details will go to where? Item info here. So what will be the structure of item info? Just like this. Now, if the structure is like this item info, and you are printing here item info dot name, correct? What you are printing there? Item info dot name. This only you have printed, no? At this place, here suppose you are holding under the item what? Name, price, QTY and details. Y for loop will come here. Directly we can write no item info dot name. We can print directly item info dot which one? QTY directly. There is no need of map and for loop or anything. It is a single object. It is not in the form of multi-dimensional array. It is just like a object. It has the key and property, key and value, key and value. Here is the property value, property value, property value. Entire is stored inside the item. So item dot price, if you say, it will give you 300. Item dot QTY will give you how much? 100. Simple. Okay. Just wanted to know whether sleeping or watching. Okay, let's come. So we will create a variable here called item equal to, suppose there is a property called category. Category is a name. Example, book. If you want to print the book, what will do? Item dot category simply, but it is not the single dimensional array, it's a multi-dimensional array. So you have to specify the position. You have to specify the position. Okay, item dot book we have written. We need to specify the position here. Next, after that, you will be writing here called product colon array. So that we will decide what to add inside. Let's go next. Add this category 4-5 times. Book, job, laptop, food, mouse, dress, drink. Correct. So these all are the name of the category. These all are the name of the category. Now under the category, there is a product. Product can be one product or product can be multiple product. No matter, it's just an array. If you'll keep one product, loop will run one time. If you'll keep 20 product, loop will run how many times? 20 times. Okay, come down, print below name of all the category. So item dot map, item info, item info, comma, index. Ready? Next, after that, go inside console.log, log item info dot category, item info dot category. Hope it's printing all category. Check now. Node space array 6. All category name will come. Now under each category, there will be list of product. In each category, there will be list of product. So we can go here and we can write again another map function, item info dot product dot map again. You can use with index or without index. If index is required, you can use index. If index is not required, you can follow without index. Now we can write here p name as a product name, and here only we can do console.log p name. But p name is empty as of now, because under each product you don't have any item. The product array is an empty array everywhere. We'll check once. The product will come as a nothing because all the arrays are empty array. Now let's go add the product here. Single quote, double quote, you can use anything. PHP, Java, HTML, CSS, React, job, full time, part time, laptop, from Dell, from HP, from Lenovo, food, veg, non-veg, mouse from Intex, next mouse from trackball, eyeball. Next, dress formal, for female, drink for water, soft, cold, save it, and let us check now how it is going to come. Check now. Hope it should print all, but it's not able to find which is the category and which is the product. Okay, so in that we have to write here little space that will represent it is a product. After the product, console.log, one empty line should get printed. So first it will print the category name. After category, after 3 space, it will print the product name. And after product name, after printing all the product name, there will be one blank line. empty space vertically, and then the next category will come. Check now again. Hope is printing like this. Inside the book, we have this many product. Job, this many option we have. Laptop, this many we have. Food, this many we have. Then under the mouse, we have this many. Dress, we have this many. Drink, we have this many. So category plus product, category plus product is getting split. This data we want to display in the browser. Then for that data binding HTML point is important. Hope it should work and working also. Okay, let me give you a yesterday video. This one was 8 o'clock should be your first video. Video 1. बैटरी का तो वीकेंड का तो खत्म हो गया है. आप कॉल करो इन्फो कैंपस के नंबर में. इन्फो कैंपस नंबर है 11 बजे के बाद कॉल कीजिएगा. वो आगे बढ़ा. Okay, so this is yesterday video. Let me share you in the chat. Folder. Okay, it's uploading. So next will be function we have one more. Under the JavaScript basic, we have one more point, topic pending, that is called function. Function. After completing the function part, we will go for this one, JavaScript event. JavaScript events. After JavaScript events, we will do the data binding. Right. So next, after that, one small task for you. If you can try, the output should come like this. Output should come like this. Output should come like this. Put 3, 1, rice, 2, milk, 3, something. Roti. Okay. Next, under that, next after that, there should be called laptop 2, Dell, HP. That should be next call, maybe city 3, Bangalore, Pune, end of list. Level list. This is the expected output from you. You can write a JavaScript code. Tomorrow you need to share the JavaScript code before starting the class. That output will look like this. It is based on multi-dimensional array. You can take the photo and try it.
Shiram, last will be like 1 to 3, right? I mean,
Now 1 to 3 will be last.
okay.
So look like possible. Proper spacing, everything should be there. It should not be anything should come. It should come like this only. You can see here, food is leaving some space in the left side, and their products are leaving some space here. Laptop is leaving some space in the left. Their products are leaving little more space. So those you need to check. and accordingly you need to try.